You know, in Singapore, the Prime Minister has to be real estate agent. So I'm learning and brushing up my skills, and I will use this occasion to practice. Some politicians go around telling Singaporeans, don't worry, raise corporate tax rates to 15%, you will have lots of revenue, and anyway, we also have lots of reserves, so we can merrily spend more. Unfortunately, they don't understand the magnitude of the challenges we face. Countries no longer talk about win-win cooperation in trade. Many are thinking, I don't want to become over-reliant on you, just in case relations turn sour. Some go even further. They think, I not only want to win, I want you to lose. And the value of our trade is more than 3 times our GDP. We will be hurt if more countries become protectionist and flout trade rules. Countries talk about nearshoring or friendshoring. And basically it means countries are putting their factories and critical supplies closer to them or in friendly countries they trust. So global FDI flows will slow down and will become more concentrated amongst countries that are geopolitically aligned. Germany is negotiating with Intel to establish a large semiconductor plant in eastern Germany. The deal involves $10 billion in financing support. $10 billion for just one project. $10 billion is almost double what MTI will spend this year to grow our entire economy. Some politicians go around telling Singaporeans, don't worry, raise corporate tax rates to 15%, you will have lots of revenue, and anyway, we also have lots of reserves, so we can merrily spend more. So let me tell you plainly, we cannot afford to outbid the big boys just to get the MNCs to invest here. We won't have enough money to match the competition. But what we must have enough of are ingenuity and innovation, guts and gumption. And that's the only way we can and will prevail even when the odds are stacked against us. Despite the dark clouds around us, I say, never fear and never lose heart. Singapore may be small, but this little red dot is shining brighter than ever. But please remember one thing. We cannot take all this for granted. The challenges before us are grave. And yes, we have tremendous assets. But we must continue to be able to work harder and work smarter than others. We must always have that something special that convinces the world that we are a better bet than most, and Singapore can always be relied upon to deliver. I met one union leader who told me, in the 80s, a 4-room flat was only $40,000. Now you have to add one more zero. BTO prices are more expensive. So he said, if this trend continues, how will my children afford their own homes in the future? You know, in Singapore, the Prime Minister has to be real estate agent. So I'm learning and brushing up my skills, and I will use this occasion to practice. Take the price of a 4-room flat in a non-mature estate like Bukit Batok, recently launched. It's about $350,000. So yes, prices have risen nearly 10 times since 1980, but the median household income has risen 10 times too, from $900 in 1980 to $9,000 today. So BTO flat prices have in fact moved in tandem with incomes. And what I've described does not even include the housing grants, because we give out up to $80,000 of grants for first-timers, which make the flats more affordable for them. The typical household now continues to use less than 25% of their income to service the loan, like in 1980. And the vast majority of our first-time home buyers today service their housing loans through their CPF contributions, with very little or even no out-of-pocket cash. What more can we do to uplift our lower-wage workers, professionalize skilled trades, and ensure dignity and respect for every job, for every worker? How can we provide more support for those who lose their jobs, to reduce the strain on their finances, and at the same time help them upskill and get back into work and bounce back stronger? How can we enable all workers to meet their retirement needs and enjoy peace of mind in their golden years? We are looking into all of these issues and working closely with NTUC on possible solutions so that we can provide good jobs and opportunities and better assurance to all our workers. In these dark times, this is my promise to you. The 4G team and I are fully committed to look after our workers, to protect your interests, and help you earn a better living and live a better life.